students, welcome back to our online classes. Hope you all are fit and fine. Hope you have done your exam well. So now we are going to study our second term syllabus. So which are the chapters we will study in this term? Let's see first. We have studied up to poem Smell and 6 chapters. So now we are going to study lesson number 7, the television chocolate room, lesson number 8, chips. Then there is a poem, How the Little Kite Learned to Fly. Then lesson number 9, Crow Boy, lesson number 10, Running Away. Then there is a poem, Great Wide Beautiful Wonderful World. These are the chapters we are going to study for this second term. So now today we are going to start lesson number 7. The name of the lesson is The Television Chocolate Room. You are familiar with the word television and the chocolate. We all like to eat chocolates. So now children, please open your book, page number 65. The Television Chocolate Room, written by Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was a British author who wrote several books for both children and adults. He is very well known for his imaginative stories. So this story, the Television Chocolate Room, is an extract from his novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It is his most famous book, and so let's enjoy the story. Let me give you first the introduction of the story. Here, Willy Wonka, the owner of the largest and the most famous chocolate factory in the world. Willy Wonka was the owner of the most famous chocolate factory. So he wants to find and hire for his factory. Hire means Uttaraadhikari, who will look after his factory, the growth of the factory and the work. So what he did, this Willy Wonka played a game. He hid 5 golden tickets in his chocolate packet and sent it all over the world. The 5 children who find these tickets and their guardians go on the tour of Wonka's fabulous chocolate factory. So these 5 children who got this golden ticket with their guardians, they come to visit the factory, this chocolate factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is his famous book. This story revolves around the adventure of the young boy Charlie Bucket inside the biggest chocolate factory of the world in his hometown. It was owned by an eccentric chocolatier, Willy Wonka, and he wanted hair for his factory. What do you mean by hair? Throne, who could take care of his business and expand it with its innovative idea. To get its hair, he hides golden ticket in 5 chocolate and announced that whoever get it will get chance to visit the chocolate factory and then send chocolate to all over the world. Luckily, Charlie Bucket and other 4 more children got the golden ticket. They were Augustus Gloop, a very fat and greedy boy, Veruca Salt, who is a spoiled child and demands everything she wants, Violet Beauregard, a girl who chews gum all the time, and Mike TV, who loves watching television. These children went on a tour to chocolate factory with their guardians. When they reach chocolate factory, Mr. Wonka shows the children around and also take them to chocolate room. Gradually, 3 children were eliminated one by one. Only Mike TV and Charlie Bucket was left when they reached to the tasting room. TV family together with Charlie and Grandpa Joe stepped into a dazzling bright room. Mr. Wonka gave pair of dark glasses to each of them so that they can easily look around in comfort. There they saw a long narrow room which had nothing except at a far end an army of Oompa Loompa working. Mr. Wonka explained them it is testing room for his greatest invention, television chocolate. Everyone was curious to know what is television chocolate.
So let's read the lesson and understand it more better. Willy Wonka, the owner of the largest and most famous chocolate factory in the world, wants to find an heir for his factory. So he hides golden tickets in 5 chocolates and sends them all over the world. The 5 children who find these tickets and their guardians go on a tour of Wonka's fabulous chocolate factory. He shows them his latest inventions and discusses how he comes up with his special ideas for making new chocolates. By the time the group reaches the final testing room, only 2 of the children, Mike Tavi and Charlie Bucket, remains. So here these 5 children won the ticket. They come to explore the chocolate factory, but when they are coming to testing room, 3 of the children were eliminated. So only 2 children went for the testing room, Mike Tavi and Charlie Bucket. The Tavi family, together with Charlie and Grandpa Joe, stepped into a dazzling bright room. So here Charlie is coming with his grandpa, and there was Tavi's family. They went, as they are going inside the testing room, there was a bright light. So Mr. Wonka handed each of them a pair of dark glasses and said, "Put these on quick. This light could blind you." So Mr. Wonka gave them a pair of dark glasses to wear it so that their eyes cannot be hurt due to bright light. As soon as Charlie had his dark glasses on, he was able to look around him in comfort. See here in the picture also, all are wearing the dark glasses and looking the testing room. He saw a long, narrow room with white walls and floors. So there was, the room was totally with white walls and floors. The room was completely bare except at the far ends. So the room was completely empty, and there was something at the next end of the room. At one of these ends there was an enormous camera on wheels. So what was at the next end of the room? There was a very big camera which is on wheels. an army of Oompa-Loompa. Oompa-Loompa means a group of people from the imaginary country of Loompa land who love singing and dancing. These are all made by the imaginations of the writer. So here the Oompa-Loompas wearing bright red space suit. See here in the picture also. So here Oompa-Loompa is wearing bright red space suit. Was working there, oiling its joint. Oompa-Loompa was putting the oil in the wheels of the camera and cleaning the lens in complete silence. At the other end of the room, another Oompa-Loompa, also in a space suit, was sitting at that black table gazing at a very large television screen. So at the another Oompa-Loompa was also sitting on the black table and looking at the large television screen. Watching them, Charlie had a vague sense of danger. He was thinking of some danger. Mr. Wonka suddenly interrupted his thoughts. This is the testing room for my greatest invention, television chocolate, he cried. Now, Mr. Wonka said, this is the testing room for my greatest invention. This is my greatest invention. What is what is television chocolate? Asked Mike Tavi. Then Mike Tavi asked, what is here about television chocolate? Don't interrupt me, child, said Mr. Wonka. Mr. Wonka said, keep silence, don't interrupt me, don't disturb me. It works by television. Now I don't like television myself. Mr. Wonka said, I do not like television, but I know that children seems to watch it all day. But children wants to see all day. That's me, said Mike. Mike said, yes, I also like to see television all time. Quite, said his father. Thank you, said Mr. Wonka. I shall now tell you how an ordinary television works. Mr. Wonka said, let me explain you how an ordinary television works. He continued, at one end, a picture is taken with a large camera. Then the photograph is broken up into a million tiny pieces and shot up into the sky by electricity. How do they reach our television? Asked Charlie. Charlie asked, how it is reaching to our television? Well, they hit the antenna. So children, have you seen antenna on the top of your house? So this antenna catches the signal and passes it to our television. So they hit the antenna on your roof and then flash down the wire to the back of the television set. When they reach inside, the tiny pieces jiggle and joggle till they fit together like pieces of jigsaw puzzle. That's how the photograph appears on the screen. That isn't exactly how it works, Mike said. You are a nice boy, said Mr. Wonka. Mr. Wonka said, but you talk too much. Now then, the very first time I saw an ordinary television working, I had an idea. If a photograph could be broken into millions of pieces and then put together, couldn't I also send a real bar of chocolate whizzing through the air in a tiny pieces and then put the pieces together at the other end, all ready to be eaten? So Mr. Wonka said, when I saw first time the television working, I got an idea. Like how the pictures are transferred from one place to another like this, I can also send the bar of chocolate broken into teeny pieces and then put the pieces together at the other end, and it is ready to be eaten. Impossible, said Mike Tubby. Well, watch this, cried Mr. Wonka. Break in the chocolate piece, please, he nodded. Mr. Wonka said, bring in the chocolate. He called his workers, he asked his worker to bring the chocolate. Immediately, 6 Loompas marched forward, carrying the most enormous bar of chocolate Charlie had ever seen. So, 6 Loompa marched forward with a very big bar of chocolate. See here in the picture, this 6 Loompa carrying a huge bar of chocolate. It is huge, Mr. Wonka explained, because whenever you send something by television, it always shrinks in size. Shrinks means grows smaller in size. When you photograph a big man, he is as tall as a pencil on the screen, isn't he? So children, when you see the picture in the television, we see the small size everything, where it is a movie or a serial or a person or an animal, everything looks very small. So he waved to Oompa Loompas. Here we go then. So children, now let's see the difficult words which we have come across while reading this part of the story. Next half story we will read in our text video. First, guardians. People, usually not parents or grandparents, who look after a child. They can be auntie, uncle. Second, inventions. Things made for the first time. Like a student, you have studied in your GK, like who invented telephone? Graham Bell. And who invented computer? Charles Babbage. Third, bear. Bear means empty. Oompa Loompa, a group of people from the imaginary country of the Loompa lands who love singing and dancing. These all people are the writer's imagination. Spacesuits, special garments worn by astronauts in space to protect themselves. So here also Oompa Loompas are wearing the spacesuits. Vague, uncertain or unclear. Next one is antenna. Antenna, I think all are aware of antenna. A rod or wire used to send or receive TV signals. Second, next one, flash, moved very quickly. The next marched, walked with firm and regular steps like soldiers. Like soldiers walks in the army, here also Oompa Loompas are walking in the same way. Shrinks, grows smaller in size. Dashed, ran quickly. Flickered, shook unsteadily. Then commercial, advertisement. So these all are the new words. So children, go through the lesson, read the lesson carefully and learn these word meanings. Thank you.